Well, in the very beginning, I didn't want to coordinate anything because there was this outpour of goodwill, of generosity, a very spontaneous presence on the ground, teams coming from all over the world. We had 67 rescue teams with their dogs coming from all over the world. We had doctors from all over Latin America, the U.S., from Europe landing here and trying to assist and help. And so I think we should not have. It was a good idea that we did not bureaucratize all that initial effort. But now we're getting into this second stage, and then this is a time where we have really to work with the government to identify the priorities and the needs of the population, and this is where coordination should be more effective now. We're just putting in place these coordinating mechanisms. I was in Montreal last Monday. I presented those mechanisms to the international community. It was endorsed and approved. Today I had meetings here with the President and with the Prime Minister, with a core group of ambassadors in Port-au-Prince. Those mechanisms are already in place, so that will be improving day by day.
Would you suggest, though, perhaps that given the fact that you say there was no coordination in the early days following the earthquake, that has led to the situation now, the fact that there was no coordination in place sort of in those critical hours following the earthquake, is that sort of what's led to what some are suggesting is almost a turf war between the United States and the United Nations over who exactly is in charge of this effort?
No, not at all. I mean, the coordination with the U.S. forces, I mean, it's going very well. We have these mechanisms in place. We have liaison officers that have appointed with them. They have appointed with me. I have United Nations representatives in Southcom in Miami. I meet with the American ambassador every day here with the American generals on the ground. I've signed this agreement between the UN and the American ambassador. They will be concentrating their efforts in distribution of humanitarian aid, and the UN forces will continue to work with the national police and providing security and stability to the country. So the division of labor is very clear, and we haven't had any problems at all.
And yet, our reporter went out with an aid convoy and discovered the exact opposite, that after almost an entire day of making the effort of getting out that aid, it was almost impossible because of one logistical issue after the next. So it still seems there are serious hiccups in the effort of aid distribution. What exactly seems to be the problem? Is it not enough distribution centers? Is it a port that's not working effectively still? The airport? What seems to be the reason for this chronic bottleneck?
Well, I think that you don't have the capacity as an organization to cover all the different sites, distribution sites, and everywhere. So I'm sure that you're not covering many of the places where there are no incidents and no problems. We do not deny that we have problems, and we will continue to have problems here and there, but they're isolated incidents. In general, everything is going fine, and we are facing some issues, and we will be dealing with them. But I think the coordination with the government, with Canadian troops, with American troops on the ground, with NGOs is improving every day. And of course, there's always room for improvement. This is just the beginning of this long-term effort for helping the Haitian population and for the reconstruction of this country.
Edmond Mulet, the acting head of the UN mission in Haiti. And